Disney World may be the most magical place on earth, but us kids never make it easy. We get bored quickly, need to be fed, take naps, have diapers changed, ride Smallwood for the 7th time, and so much more. So how do you deal with us? I know there are a lot of adults who like to think that they know how to entertain kids in Disney theme parks, but it takes one to know one. So today, I'm going to be telling you how to enjoy the rides at the Magic Kingdom with kids, in the Kids Guide to Rides in the Magic Kingdom, Part 1. Before we start, remember to hit that like button and subscribe for the latest Disney information. But without further ado, let's get into it.
Hakuna Matata, what a wonderful phrase. Hakuna Matata, ain't no passing craze.
For most kids, 35 to 45 minutes is the maximum amount of time we can wait before we start getting bored and admittedly a little cranky. Although, there are a few ways to keep us in queues for longer. I'll get into that later. Before you go to the theme parks, it's a good idea to practice waiting in line. Whether that be seeing how long we can last in lines at shops, waiting for a movie to start, or even going outside the house and just lining up. So, how long did your kid last? Well, now you know how long they can wait. But what rides have what wait times? Well, after examining the Disney lines for the last month, I've gathered the average wait time for all of the rides and then put them in 5 categories. Almost no wait, short wait, medium wait, long wait, and ever-changing. That sounds a little confusing? Don't worry, it's going to make more sense as we go along. First of all, almost no wait attractions, 5 to 15 minute waits. Prince Charming's Royal Carousel. If you have any budding princesses or princes in your family, then look no further. The carousel contains majestic horses and elegant carriages, and is another classic young children's ride. It may be the Disney equivalent of a carnival ride, but it is located in the thick of Fantasyland, which is undeniably the most kid-friendly land. So, if you're waiting for a fast pass nearby, it's definitely a great time passer. The Barnstormer. This has to be the lowest wait time for any roller coaster in the park. Has cute, fun theming, but it's over really quick and it isn't all too exciting. However, I remember riding it twice in a row during Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, where the rest of our party waited in line to meet Scrooge. And trust me, riding the rickety fast coaster at 10:30 at night is much more scary than you'd think. The Tiki Room. The Tiki Room. This, in my opinion, is one of the best shows in the entire theme park, and I love the fact that you can eat a Dole Whip while waiting. Yum! This is luckily air-conned, and you can fill an entire album with its fun, upbeat songs. If you haven't already, try your first Dole Whip here. Trust me, the colourful theming and chirping birds provide the ultimate experience. And hey, it can keep you nice and cool, especially in the summer's heat. Quick tip, remember to look around. There's so much going on that there can be things behind, below, and above your head. And in the finale, it can feel like the whole room is alive, dancing along to the songs. Short wait attractions, 20 to 35 minute waits. Astro Orbiters. This ride can be perfect for 5 to 11-year-olds, but it's fun for all ages. It's a little more advanced than Dumbo and is located near the entrance of Tomorrowland. My only advice is that it's not a good option if your kids are scared of heights, as it goes a good 50 feet up in the air. Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. It's hard to decide whether this is necessarily a kids' ride, but all of the Magic Kingdom is made focusing on children primarily, and I've seen a fair amount of kids brave the mountain's long waits and fast-speed carts. My little brother has been going on it since the age of 6, so it differs between different people. The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. Any young fan of the Winnie the Pooh will love this ride, and even those of you who haven't read the books or seen the movies will enjoy the interactive, game-friendly queue for the attraction. While the mums and dads wait in line, we can play! I would definitely rank this in my top 5 Disney World queues. On the attraction, we follow Winnie the Pooh among his many adventures. Get it? Where he gets stuck in the air with nothing but a red balloon, has to save Piglet, and has a crazy nightmare about woozles. The Wurzel scene is dark and slightly frightening, and if your child is easily scared, it might be worth giving it a miss. However, I know my younger brother, who is scared of the dark, wouldn't miss this ride for the world, so definitely go on it at least once to try it. Medium wait times, 40 to 60 minutes. The Jungle Cruise. This ride's wait time is always swapping in and out of bearable to unnecessarily long. That being said, there is a super fun A Pirate's Adventure, Treasure of the Seven Seas, where you can hunt for compass-shaped symbols, battling Pirates of the Caribbean villains like Davy Jones with the help of Jack Sparrow. You can even earn you a free fast pass for the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. If you do decide to go on the Jungle Cruise, it is very entertaining though, and the jokes are funny for all audiences. Also, it is one of the few attractions that gets a Christmas crossover, so you can definitely get some new holiday special puns. Space Mountain. This is probably the most intense and scary ride in the whole of the Magic Kingdom, and starts with bright flashing lights and then transfers to complete darkness, in which there are many fast, sudden turns and drops. And on top of that, constant organism and loud music is playing constantly. You know what? After saying that, I don't think I'd want to go on it. But the thrill of bolting through the unknown at crazy speeds, exploring the edges of outer space is super exciting. It's definitely a classic Disney World attraction that is a must ride for plenty of older Disney goers. Long waits, 60 minutes plus. Peter Pan's Flight. Peter Pan is my favourite Disney movie, so when I found out that it was a ride, it immediately became my favourite slow attraction in the Magic Kingdom, and probably the country. Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. Only ever fast past this ride. Despite it being one of the best attractions in the Magic Kingdom, I would never wait the constant 75-minute long queue. Seriously, at 9:02 AM it stands at 25 minutes long, and it quickly increases, only stopping 20 minutes later at the hour-long mark. But the ride itself, it's really good. The animatronics of the Seven Dwarfs are some of the best in Disney World, and the coaster has a good speed. It may go really fast at times, but it doesn't contain any big drops, and is sugar-coated with a fun, friendly Snow White feel. Ever-changing wait times. These rides can range from short lines to upwards of 90-minute waits, so keep half an eye on how long the queue is. Dumbo the Flying Elephant. Possibly the most iconic kids ride in the whole of Disney World. The best part about this attraction is its amazingly themed queue, where you can play in a huge, colourful circus until it's your go on the ride. This means that even if its wait times are extremely long, us children can roam around. The entertaining circus tent contains things like rope climbs, trampolines, plenty of tunnels and play pits. Although this isn't just a perfect queue for younglings, you parents out there can sit down and relax, enjoying the air-conditioned comfort of the queue's many chairs. All that you have to do is collect your circus ticket upon entering, which, if compared to anything, resembles something similar to a pager that you might get while waiting to be seated at a restaurant. Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger Spin. This is the perfect ride for all ages. It has a relatively simple concept in which you have to help Buzz Lightyear defeat the evil Emperor Zurg by using your laser guns to gather points. It's a slow, dark ride and is located in Tomorrowland, so it's quite easy to go on after Astro Orbiters. There are definitely some hidden secret spots in the ride that can generate incredible amounts of points. So, if you want to see a video covering the best targets to hit, tell me in the comments below. And there are so many more, like It's a Small World, The Mad Tea Party, Splash Mountain, as well as many others. Don't worry, I'll cover them in part 2. I do realise though, unfortunately, a few of these exceed the 35 to 40 minute or less ideal wait time, and so I'm going to be giving you an incredible, unknown weapon that will keep us kids in queues for up to 3 times longer. Wanna hear it? Portable chargers. Okay, that may not sound like the Holy Grail tip, but hear me out. These things are like gods in thin, wiry cords. For me, I have to take a lot of footage while I'm in Disney World for this channel, and up until my last trip, I ran out of batteries as early as 2 o'clock. This tip isn't just useful for those of you who like to take a ton of photos. It can improve anybody's holiday. For example, your kid may not be able to wait in common 35-minute lines, but if they can watch an episode of their favourite TV show, it'll feel like 10. However, without the portable charger, this won't be possible, as Disney Wi-Fi is a way of draining your battery at incredible speeds. An alternative would be fuel rods, which are in place in the park itself, but having to find a place to swap them in and out can really limit your park time, which is never good in my opinion. Well, that's it for now. Remember to like this video and subscribe for the latest Disney news and advice. Also, tell me in the comments below what tips you have for anyone travelling to Disney World with kids. And do you want to see a part 2? I know I'd love to make one. But, as my pal Mickey would say, see ya real soon.